tell you now. It is the legend of the Screaming Lady on Lovis Cove, right here in Marblehead, Massachusetts. This is the exact location of where the supposed woman was brought, murdered, raped, and her fingers cut off, all for an emerald ring. It was in the late 1600s when there was a Spanish beautiful vessel right out here in the harbor. But the problem is it was just a little bit too close, and a pirate ship overtook it and killed everyone on board. Except for one woman, and that was very brief. And like I told you in the beginning, they took the woman to this cove here. They raped her, they tortured her, they cut off her fingers, all for the sake of an emerald ring. Well, I gotta tell you something, I have a problem with that story. In all logical sense, if you're a pirate and there's a boat in the harbor, you've already killed all the people on the boat, what in the world would you be bringing a woman here to rape her? You would have got her on the boat or brought her on your own pirate ship. What I believe happened was quite simple. The woman saw everybody getting murdered, and she decided to jump overboard and swim for her life. Yeah, that's exactly what she did. Now, the pirates, on the other hand, saw her go. They got into the canoes, or rowboats, and they were in hot pursuit of her. Now, if you take a look behind us, these houses are from the late 1600s. If she had totally made it on shore with enough lead time, she would have hid in one of these houses. What they needed to do was to grab her and kill her immediately. It had nothing to do with the ring. They did not want to be ratted out for who they were. They needed to catch her, they needed to kill her, and just luckily, they got the ring as a prize. Now, people all around here heard her screams. You think anybody came out of their houses? Not one man, woman, or child to help this helpless victim of brutality. They heard her screams of help. Please, mercy, please, Lord Jesus, save me. No one heard her. She died here. Where's her body? No one knows. I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to come back here tonight, and I'm going to call this woman out of the water. I want her to talk to me. I want her to communicate with me. I want to know what happened. Let's make contact. We're back here at Lovis Cove, and I'm here with Heather Tobin. She's a radio host of Into the Mystic. You know, this girl has 42 million viewers on that station alone. I mean, this is insane. She's a psychic medium, and she's here to present her impressions of the area and what happened at the time this particular woman, British woman, was murdered. What do you feel? What are your impressions before I do the investigation?
Well, first of all, CC, what I'm picking up immediately is a sadness that sort of emanates. And this is a place of great tragedy, you know, from many, many eons before as well, Native American as well. So you have a lot. There is sadness I am picking up, definitely. As far as spirits go, too, multiple. Not only her, but many more. But I do feel her spirit strongly here as well. And it's one of sadness and one of needing to be recognized. That this is where she died. Yeah, that this is where she died. And that she wants to be recognized because of such a terrible thing she endured.
Right. What's really surprising me, Heather, was the area is so small now, but you can still see where the actual coal was. And it was a tiny area that, and I think you saw the beginning, I believe she swam out of the water. Had she been able to get to a house, because they're all around here, I think she would have been able to find safety.
There's no question. There's no question. It was an act of absolute, resolute desperation to get onto shore.
Right.
And that she very much wanted to live.
Yeah, well, hey, Heather, I'm going to do the investigation.
Great.
And then let's hope that I can contact her. And maybe we can give her a little bit of comfort just knowing that we validated her existence.
It sounds like a great plan.
Okay, great, Heather.
Right.
Thanks.
Thank you, CC.
We're back in Lovis Cove. We are right here. It's high tide. I didn't think it was going to come in as fast, but it did. So you're going to hear the waves, but that's okay. What I want to do is make contact with the British woman that was so brutally murdered here in this small cove. I'm going to spray with white sage, and what that does is it calms the area down. These techniques are not something that I made up. They have been used for thousands of years by Native Americans to calm the area down, the spiritual plane down. What I like to do is I like to use it to calm the spiritual plane down, but also it creates an even playing field. So the dead and the living spheres can cross. Hey, it works for me. I wish you no harm. I'd like you to come forward. I want to communicate with you. I want to take pictures of you. I want you to come out and touch me. I want you to tell me the story, exactly what happened to you on that fateful night when the pirates took you here. Or, better yet, when you swam for your life. That smells so nice, even blended with the sea air. I'm going to start off by taking some photographs. Definitely felt something over there. Let me just take another picture. Very interesting. It's like the patterns move. Not so sure you can see this. Wow.
No, it's not in
No,
focus.
but you know what? If you didn't know any better, that rock looks like it's got two eyes right there and a nose. Isn't that
You can
strange?
somewhat see it from here.
Very interesting. I'm going to take another picture towards the water. Oh, the camera's not working. Now it's working. Nothing. Very, very dark. An EMF meter, electric magnetic field meter. And I'm trying to measure some energy patterns. But you know what? You've got to remember, we have naturally occurring energy patterns through our atmosphere every day that ebb and flow and can turn devices like this on all by themselves. The short trick is to ask the spirits to light it up by itself. If there's anyone here, can you light up the EMF meter? If there's anyone here, can you light up the EMF meter? Like a little hit here or there, not much. Let's see if we get an EVP. To the British woman that was buried here or died here, can you say something? Are there any spirits here tonight?
To the British woman that was buried here or died here, can you say something?
No, I don't hear anything.
Are there any spirits here tonight?
Let me try again. Can you see me standing here? I want you to come to me and make a sound. If you can see me, make a sound, please.
Can you see me standing here? I want you to come to me and make a sound. If you can see me, make a sound, please.
I'm going to play that back. What you're going to hear right at the end before it shuts off is almost like a gulping for air of sorts. Maybe it was her last breath she took. But listen up.
Can you see me standing here? I want you to come to me and make a sound. If you can see me, make a sound, please.
Did you hear that, Bob?
Kind of.
Kind of a, you know what?
Harder to hear the second time.
It's kind of hard with, you know, the waves going, but we'll up the volume. That's the only thing we do. And we'll play it back in the evidence, and let's see if we have anything there. At this time, with the waves being this way, and the restaurant full of people, it's hard to hear the EVPs. It's hard to get a lot of, you know, information because there's just so many people around. What I'm going to do is conclude it with a dowsing rod session to see if indeed we can make contact that way. To the British woman that lost her life here, if your spirit is still here, can you move the dowsing rods? She's still here. If you are suffering, open the dowsing rods. You know you're at peace now. No one can harm you. If you feel you're not at peace, please open the dowsing rods and show me so I can heal you. Do you need me to bless you and heal you? If you do, open the dowsing rods. I honor and respect that. Where are you right now? Where did you come from? In which direction did you come from? Can you point in that direction for me? Point in the direction in which you came. Where did you come from when you came to me when I called you? Where did you come from? Keep it going. Keep it going. Where did you come from? They're both moving now.
Yes.
Out in the harbor, where the boat she was on before it was captured by the pirates, I'm assuming. Are you happy at sea? If you're happy at sea, can you close the dowsing rods and then I may go? If you're happy, please close the dowsing rods. You see, many times we like to interpret for the spirits. We may think everybody needs a healing or every spirit needs to be saved. That's not necessarily true. She may have come to terms with her death and the realization that she's happy just the way she is. She pointed to the direction of the pirate ships and the Spanish ship in which she came here on. She doesn't seem to want to cross over or be blessed. She seems content and happy. These dowsing rods were directed by her energy, just like they've been used for thousands of years to detect other elements. This is CC Carole. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
And now it's time for the evidence. In this first clip, I was taking photographs, and when I looked at it, it appeared to be a face on a rock. Take a look at this.
Definitely felt something over there. Wow.
No, it's not in
No,
focus.
but you know what? If you didn't know any better, that rock looks like it's got two eyes right there and a nose. Isn't that
You can
strange?
somewhat see it from here.
Here's that same picture stilled for a moment. Take a look at it. It really does look like a face. And here to compare is the original JPEG from the camera shot. It looks like a face to me. I'd like to know what you think. ccthehuntress@yahoo.com. In this next piece of evidence, I could almost hear a gulping sound as I played back my EVP. Quite incredible given the fact that she could have been gulping for her last breath of air. And in fact, I think I said that right in the video clip, so why don't you check that out?
Can you see me standing here? I want you to come to me and make a sound. If you can see me, make a sound, please.
I'm going to play that back. What you're going to hear right at the end before it shuts off is almost like a gulping for air of sorts. Maybe it was her last breath she took. But listen up.
Can you see me standing here? I want you to come to me and make a sound. If you can see me, make a sound, please.
Did you hear that, Bob?
Kind of.
Kind of a, you know what?
Harder to hear the second time
It's
around.
kind of hard with, you know, the waves going, but we'll up the volume. That's the only thing we do. And we'll play it back in the evidence, and let's see if we have anything there.
Dowsing rods are always great if you can get a response on command. I asked a series of simple questions and received my responses. Take a look at this.
To the British woman that lost her life here, if your spirit is still here, can you move the dowsing rods? She's still here.
Now in this clip with the dowsing rods, I asked the question if you were suffering. And the dowsing rods did not move, meaning to me that she was not suffering in the least. Watch this.
If you are suffering, open the dowsing rods. You know you're at peace now. No one can harm you. If you feel you're not at peace, please open the dowsing rods and show me so I can heal you.
And again with this question, I asked if she wanted me to bless or heal her, and the response was a negative. They didn't move at all. Very, very interesting. They said she was a proper British woman, so she had to have a religious background of sorts, but maybe not. A lot of this stuff is based on legend and rumor and hearsay. We're not really sure who this woman was, and she could have been of the belief system that blessing and healing was not necessary. Take a look at this.
Do you need me to bless you and heal you? If you do, open the dowsing rods. I honor and respect that.
Now this is very interesting. I asked where she was, the spirit of this British woman, or woman in general. Where are you? And she pointed in the direction of the harbor where the pirate ships were.
Where are you right now? Where did you come from? In which direction did you come from? Can you point in that direction for me? Point in the direction in which you came. Where did you come from when you came to me when I called you? Where did you come from? Keep it going. Keep it going. Where did you come from? They're both moving now. Out in the harbor, where the boat she was on before it was captured by the pirates, I'm assuming.
Now I asked her a simple question at the end. Was she happy at sea? By the results of the dowsing rod session, you'll clearly see that she was.
Are you happy at sea? If you're happy at sea, can you close the dowsing rods and then I may go? If you're happy, please close the dowsing rods.
When dealing with the paranormal, whether it's conducting EVP sessions, EMF meter sessions, ghost box sessions, dowsing rod sessions, we never are sure at the answers that we're going to receive. And some of the answers are quite unexpected, as you've seen with this dowsing rod session. Hope you enjoyed the show. See you again next week. Bye-bye.
Remember this position, Bob.